Obunga?
Oh, Bunga. Oh, I need to turn you down though. Give me a minute here.
All good.
Oh, can I? It's not let all. Hold on.
I'm a very loud person.
No, I just need to reset. There we go. Hello?
Hello?
There we go.
Alright,
All right.
just, I guess stream your game real quick.
Yeah. There we go. Can you see? Are we seeing?
I can see.
Very nice. All right. So basically, right when I get in control of movement is when I'll let you start it. All right.
Hold on.
So just
Alright.
tell me when.
Alright. We are good to go. Timer's ready.
All right. Perfect. I'll let you know. Say 3, 2, 1. Now.
Got it.
All right. So this is gonna be an interesting portal run. I've had a lot more practice within the past few hours, so I'm hopeful that I don't mess up at all. But we'll see. It's always a matter of finding out what happens and when. This is going to be a glitchless percent run portal run. Basically, I beat the game as fast as possible as long as I'm not breaking the game to a certain extent. The any percent run is usually a lot more complicated than this. And it involves a lot of going through walls, so we will not be doing any of that. There's also a few other glitches that they consider to be glitches that don't count towards glitchless, such as very fast b-hopping backwards, very fast, very glitchy, not allowed. So we're just going to use the regular movement that they kind of wanted us to use here. And just sort of like, it's a lot of making sure that you just kind of beat each individual level as fast as possible. And a lot of the beginning is just play the game as they wanted you to play it, but faster, because you don't really get many opportunities to speed up, mostly because you don't have the portal gun yet. But closer towards getting the portals when you really start to be able to speed up the gameplay as opposed to a normal run of the game. And then I also have my live split going on, just so I know exactly how much I am ahead and behind, and then if I want to submit with an exact time, I can. This is when we're going to get the first portal, and then portal gun, and start to really just sort of speed up the gameplay in a sense. So normally a lot of people like to shoot inside of the wall there, like right in front of the gate, but then you have to back up and move forward because of the hitbox that opens up the elevator door. So I just kind of like to jump outside of it instead. And as of right now, it is just a matter of, some of these are just a matter of, I know exactly how to beat this, so just beat it faster. Yeah, my mic is honestly probably a lot louder just because of,
Yeah, I was trying to fix it.
yeah, it's all good. I just usually have my game set to pretty quiet just because of how loud my headphones are, more or less. So it just balances out. And now this, I kind of have to wait for the Gladys to stop talking, so I've got time to just mess around here a little bit. Yeah, sadly I can't bring the radio with me.
Unacceptable.
I tried my best. So this is one of the first. Oh, that's an unlucky circumstance. Yeah, this is one of the first, like, kind of beating the level the way you're not supposed to, where you just kind of skip an entire portion of the gameplay. I have never practiced with glitches, just because I'm not a fan of the glitch speedrun, the any percent. It's very complicated and very much just too much breaking the game for me, in my opinion. How to load? Oh, so live split cuts out loading times. So if I am like a little bit, like, obviously the actual run will probably be a little bit ahead, but the game is meant to be ran without loading times. So my live split will tell me what, I guess, like, my run time is without loads.
Yeah.
Which honestly saves a lot more time than I thought it would. Yeah, I would say in Portal, loading times, like without loading times, probably saves a solid 7 minutes. 6-7 minutes, depending on. It also depends on, like, where you're running the game to. If you're on an SSD or hard drive, it could save a different amount of time. Oh. So that we just skipped a little bit of it. We were supposed to, like, sort of jump in through the portal, land on a different ledge, jump in again, and then land on the top ledge. But there's a way to just sort of skip that whole ledge and just get straight to the end. So this is definitely a more interesting one. We kind of skip a lot of the gameplay there. But there's one where you skip significantly more. And I really hope I don't mess this one up, because this is one I do tend to mess up a bit. But it looks like we should be good. Yep. Yeah, I feel like looking a lot at the speedruns of Portal and just kind of seeing the way that people skip things, but also not make it a glitch in a sense, is very interesting to me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, that's unfortunate. I kind of screwed myself here. Well, this will be an interesting time loss. So we're gonna have to die here. I lost my cube, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, that's how that one's supposed to go. Yeah, I had to die because I kind of lost the cube and I couldn't go back, which honestly hasn't happened before. But, you know, every time I run, I feel like there's a new thing that I mess up that I'm like, huh, well, that's never happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big time loss, which is unfortunate. But we might have an opportunity to save a decent amount of time here anyways. This one I definitely also mess up a decent amount, but it's okay. I've messed it up enough in my runs where I feel like it's just part of the run at this point.
I hope you know, like, the only reason I'm not talking right now is because I'm actually eating lunch.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. So yeah, that's a big skip to it. You're supposed to go to like both sides of this entire thing, and you have a lot to complete there. This run definitely is not going the way I'd like it to, but still a speed run nonetheless.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I don't expect watching the speedrun streams that I've watched where like big speedrun events and stuff like that. I don't think anyone really gets a PB at these things anyways. Not really allowed to reset, so
Do lunch percent.
lunch percent. I'm hopeful that I don't mess this one up though. Very good. Yeah, it's a few skipping things like that. There's some different mechanics that are used. The only thing that's like definitely not a glitch, but it's a mechanic that is abused a lot in the speedrun is the ability to like abuse the time it takes for the portal to shoot. So I can be standing within a portal, shoot, and then have the portal fall out. I mean, this isn't that close. Like you can easily back up most of the time in order to like save time. There's also that, but so it is just a lot of doing everything as fast as you can based off of what portal allows you to do within the game.
Nice sentries.
Mm-hmm. That went pretty well. It's definitely gotten worse, especially towards the beginning of learning this run. I've died so many times doing that.
Huh.
Yeah. But this one I have a huge time save on, so hopefully I can get it. So this is definitely the bigger map skipping. There's so much you're supposed to have to do with this cube. Basically use it to block light, block these things, use them to like there's just plenty that you're supposed to be doing with this cube if you've ever played the game normally. That we just kind of skip here using something that just apparently isn't considered a glitch, but you just kind of grab this. You got to make sure you grab it just like that. You lay it down here, and we basically skip a whole level just by making a staircase. And it is a pretty easy thing to mess up because if that camera falls at all in any way, you're kind of screwed and you have to restart a portion of the level at least, depending on when you save. But that's definitely the biggest, I would say one of the bigger skips in the entire run, and it saves minutes at a time. So it's really nice to get done right.
Is it really? Oh shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to redo that. There we go. Yeah, then there's definitely different runs you have where you're not allowed to use like load saves and stuff like that just because people think it's an abuse, but really it's just like it's how you run. If you make a mistake, you have the ability to go back as little as possible. And then there's a big, I wouldn't say a big time skip, but there's definitely a time save for this level. It's very complicated, easy to mess up, and it doesn't save that much time in my opinion, so I just go through this normal. But when you're fighting for like #1 spot or something like that, you kind of abuse any little time save as you can to get that #1 spot, but
Right.
also at the same time, the #1 speedrunner for this game is held his position for a decent amount of time, so it doesn't change much. So now we're going, yeah, now we're getting close to the end of the test chambers, and now it's time to escape Gladys. And then a lot of this portion is a majority just doing this part as fast as you can, knowing what to do, how to do it the best. And as long as I don't get stuck on a cube here, yeah, we're good. You can get like stuck on a cube that comes behind you and it basically just locks you in place for like 10 seconds. And it's a horrible time loss. See, now we're back here. Yeah, so this is one of those cases where we abuse like the being able to walk into portal thing and shoot. And then back up before it lands to make sure you don't fall. So as of right now, I would say I'm doing pretty well. I'm only 12 seconds behind, but considering my big time loss earlier, that's kind of expected. And now we just start to abuse portal mechanics. Okay. Very thankful that you did not fall. There's a decent amount that we just skipped because of that. And now you start shooting the glass, so I don't have to wait for anything else to do it. Yeah, it's very easy to make a portal speedrun or like a Valve game speedrun just solely because of how interesting the source engine is, how easy it is to abuse without even technically being a glitch. Pretty much. I mean, that's definitely not an invalid statement to make. We're good. We're good. No! We're gonna make this eventually. As long as I don't. Okay, cool. As long as I didn't lose my momentum there, we were okay. If I didn't, I'd have to reset that entire portion of the level, which would not be good. And now we're coming up on the Gladys fight. We're only a few minutes away. So this is where things get a little interesting depending on different strategies that people like to use. Where's the source engine source code? Nah, that's something you have to ask Seb. There we go. Now we have to wait for Gladys over here to stop talking. Probably is. Definitely. Oh, Tyler McLeekern. Valve News Network. Now here comes our rocket boy that I need to use to do the shooty shoot. Ah, sorry. Come on. No. Okay, well, this is just one of those things, you know? Just one of those times. I mean, I don't expect to do this part well, just because I'm learning the new strat to do this portion a little differently now. I used to do it a different way, so just new learning. So as long as this hits Gladys, we're okay. Very good. Well, this one's definitely something we gotta do differently than I'd want. And then right after that third, here, we'll do it from here, honestly. Right after this third one goes in, the third sphere basically. Oh, that's fun. Come on. Yeah, happens sometimes. Definitely not the best way to do it. So once this third sphere goes into the incinerator, it's gonna make a big explosion, which is basically when it's done, when the speedrun is over. So I'll let you know like exactly when to stop it, but that's basically when. So stop. So yeah, that is the Portal speedrun. Glitchless percent at least. Any percent is always just a really interesting speedrun to watch at least once. Just because of the amount of source bugs that they break there. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, there's a lot of, obviously, a crap ton of improvement I have in this run, just solely because this run was about 6 minutes behind. What did the timer say for... Oh, okay. So it'd say about a minute to use loadless, basically. But that was a pretty decent run. I'm happy with it. And yeah, I don't know how much time you have to go until the next run you need to be at, or if you need to do anything. Oh, fun. All right. That's fair. That's an interest. I haven't even ever seen that game played, so I'm interesting to see that run. Yeah. All good. Yeah.
I just realized my mic was muted the entire time in OBS. I am so sorry. So everyone
Pause mic has been muted the entire time. Oh, jeez.
Everyone just was hearing like fucking barbecue just going off and just.
I mean, for the most part, you weren't talking that much anyway, so I feel like I was just talking a lot to the chat or something like that. But yeah, I want to like just say like thank you to anyone who like had joined my streams in the past doing a lot of the speedrun practice. I'll definitely be doing a lot more after this run. And obviously like the Portal community for helping out with all the videos and stuff that helped me learn. So yeah, that was the Portal Glitchless percent speedrun, and I'm gonna let Jack take it away to the next run at this point then.
Alrighty.
So thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys later.
Catch you later, my guy.
See ya.
Bye-bye.